Ladies and gentlemen, we're in code brown diarrhea gonorrhea full on full baloney smack dab in the middle of North Dakota. God bless myself, but we are living in desperate times on YouTube. So I'm gonna show you two screenshots of the YouTube homepage, and I want to see if you can hard scope the differences. So one of these pictures was taken all the way back from 2016 of YouTube, and one of these was taken like 3 minutes ago, which should be obvious because one of these has like AI generated crap all over it, but you need to spot out which one's the new version of YouTube. If you picked picture number 1, you're absolutely correct. This is the new front page of YouTube, but here's the problem with it. There's only 4 videos being shown and like 6 shorts, while the older YouTube videos usually had 30 videos at once. Even the YouTube that was like from 2 years ago at least has like 10 video slots instead of like 4. Now you're probably saying to yourself, just that, you big balloon, why does this even matter? I will sit down and explain to you why it does. There's this little invisible magical fairy called the algorithm. And with what little I know about the algorithm fairy is what happens is once you upload a video here on YouTube, the algorithm fairy takes your video and spreads it to anybody that's mildly interested. And depending on how people react to that video, whether that be through comments, likes, or subscriptions, the algorithm will act accordingly. Pretty much meaning that if it knows that people are liking that certain content, then it starts spreading it to even more people. And then if those people like it, then it spreads it to even more people. And then after that, it spreads it to even more people. And it keeps going and going and going until it's either done finding people for that video, or it just every now and then comes back to it and shares it to even more people. Another thing that can also happen is if the algorithm thinks that your video is YouTube worthy, you could have a chance to have that video be put on the front page of YouTube. Now, it doesn't really guarantee that people are going to click on your video and actually give it a like, mainly because you're competing with everybody else that's also on that page too. But if you do make it on the front page, it's a very easy way to be visible. Mainly because it's probably the first thing that people see before they click on YouTube. And of course, anybody can be on the front page of YouTube. I've also been on the front page of YouTube apparently. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I know that? And it's mainly because people tell me. Like, for example, apparently the 600 subscriber special was on the homepage at one point. So apparently me talking about bomb dildos in New York and being the Oprah dildos, but also talking about my fifis, was apparently enough to be posted on the front page. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that really gives me hope that freedom of speech does exist. But anyway, I rambled for a little too long. This is why this is a huge issue. Because not only you have to hope and pray to be on one of these 4 slots, but you also have to compete with the other 3. So like, for example, like this guy over here that says playing the most hardest playstyle in Hunt Showdown, right? He's like got 993 views and like it was like posted 2 days ago. But he's also fighting with like official music video, Scary Movie 2, Shorty gets smoked on his own weed, which is like 6.9 views. Then you have GTA Vice City Next Gen Bank Robbery for like 342,000 views. And that's not even talking about the YouTube Shorts. And don't get me wrong, I love YouTube Shorts, I love watching YouTube Shorts, I like making YouTube Shorts. But damn, it takes so much real estate. I mean, look at it, I can't even see the videos that are underneath it without having to scroll down. Just like those gimmick commercials on the old telly, there's gotta be a better way. And yes, I know that I can scroll down and I can see the full videos. But here's the thing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I want to ask a very truthful question. How many of you like look at the home screen and like the 4 videos that you don't see don't interest you and you just hit the refresh tab? Because there's just no way in my fat baloney butt cheeks I'm the only one that does that. And I think the only reason people do that is mainly because of convenience. And you're probably saying that having a bunch of YouTube shorts on the front cover of the video doesn't really affect people's videos. No, it does. There's been a good plenty of times where I've made like 7-minute videos where like it'll get like 40 views and maybe like 2 likes. But when I remix a certain part in there and like turn it into a short, it gets like 1,000 views and like 10 likes or like 20 likes depending on how good the short was. And if that's just not enough proof for you, I mean, Marcus Jones already calculated all the numbers. Like, I mean, there's a direct correlation between like them like pushing a lot more YouTube shorts on the homepage than actual long form content. You should watch that video if you're ever curious about it. I have the link in the description. I think this pretty much shows where YouTube's kind of brains at when it comes to just YouTube as of right now. They're really pushing YouTube shorts like really ham-fisted, and I think it's gonna become a lot more harder for like small YouTubers like me and like everybody else to like actually make a name for themselves on this platform. Is it impossible? No, but the window just got a lot more tinier. And just to put it on the record again, I don't have no problem with YouTube shorts. I like YouTube shorts, I like videos, I like making both of them. But the thing is like, it's making it a lot harder to do like more long form content and making that actually an option. Instead of kind of an option if you want to do long form or if you want to do like shorts. I feel like there's got to be another way to be able to curate content that makes it where like shorts are not so big, but you can still see what, you know, what short it is, but also where you can like have a good variety of videos to choose from, like being able to pick from at least 8 videos, you know? It would be better if you could fit 12 videos on the screen, but I feel like it could be a compromise. And if you're a small content creator that's going through this like absolute like low view crisis, my best advice to you is just put your foot on the pedal and just keep fucking trucking. No matter if you're at 1 viewer, 0 viewers, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care if work was bad, if you try to fuck a watermelon and the wee split in half. Your crush tells you look like a Wiener Hut Jr. The video that you posted went nowhere. You keep learning, you don't give a fuck, and you keep on posting. And if the people who are subscribed to you think you deserve 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, or 100,000 subscribers, 1,000,000 subscribers, all you could do at the end of the day is turn around and say thank you for the support and keep on trucking. That's really the only option you have. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, skiddly boppity boop. I'm out.